Hey, what's going on, friends? Welcome back to AC Auto Carts. So today I'm going to take a break from working on rusted bodies and stuck axles and stuck brake drums and greasy front ends and so forth. And we're going to go grab Chris's 2012 TXT. After Halloween, it quit running. It does have spark. It has fuel coming through the fuel pump, but it will not fire over. So I think what we've got is a stuck carburetor. So we'll see if we can free that up. Now, this is normally the tow vehicle for the neighborhood, but I am too lazy to break all this down just to go grab his cart, which is 2 blocks away, so we'll use the Jeep for that. Get it over here and see what we can do. Also, Roykaw sent us they wanted us to check out their new style armrests for his back seat. He's got one of the steel armrests, or steel back seats. So we'll get these installed. Got a little cup holder, a carbon fiber cover. Look kind of slick, so we'll try those. We'll set those on and see how those do. And see what other trouble we can get in with it. I still have a lot of his accessories that he bought over the summer here. So let's get going. Gonna need this. So here we are. Chris's wife Stephanie made us our first official merchandise. Look at that. A little bit on the back. How funny is that? See, look at that. Chris has it on. Truth be told, they were only supposed to get one of those. They put the wrong fit picture on them, but that's all right. We got 2, so that'll be fun. We're just gonna hook this up and drag it over to my place. Does Carb look the same? All right, here's the Carb kit that he got. Fresh carburetor, line, 2 filters. This is the fuel pump. This is actually, I'll put a link in the description. So in the meantime, fuel pump, we'll change that. We'll change the filter. I know fuel is coming through that. I know it has spark. We put the little light tester on it. That's a part just from before. So we'll get in here and start working on getting that carb off. Let me go around the other side. So this particular cart too actually is a Kawasaki engine. So there's a couple of different engines, I guess, these gas ones come with. So you got to be careful with that. When you ordered it, how many options were there?
There's 2 different ones.
2 different ones? Okay. Yeah, just be careful. So we'll pop this one off and hopefully we've got the right one. I don't think I'm going to have to take the air cleaner off and stuff, but we'll see how much access we end up having. All right, so the hardest part here so far is pry this little guy up. This was on here like this. Just pry that up and it'll free the regulator or whatever that is. And that's it. That's off. Oh, I'm out of shot. So she's a very high probability of being gummed up. And I'm leaking gas all over. All right, so we'll set this aside. I think we're going to throw the new one on. Let's just check out this bowl. Float is still good. A lot of stuff though. So put this back on, and I think we're going to throw that new one on. Well, I don't think we're going to do it. I know we're going to do it. We're definitely throwing that new one on.
Absolutely.
But we'll have this for safekeeping.
Or we'll trash it.
Or we'll throw it in the garbage if it runs. Yeah, and this gasket is... Taking these off is tough because this gasket is totally welded on here. So we do have a fresh gasket. And the only thing I have to pull off of this is the little holder honor thingy. The throttle holder honor 6000 or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, and we'll clean the gasket off of the intake. And I think we'll run that through the sink too, just make sure those are clean. Get all this cleaned up, and then before we install all this back on. The seat on the motor looks fine. I'll show you that here in one sec.
Do you have a flathead over there?
Yep. Here. Oh, I can get you a razor blade. That'll be better. You want a razor blade instead? Yeah.
I'm fine with this if you don't care.
All right, so after 10 minutes, I got this guy off. Little push pin. This is seriously the hardest part. Oop! All right, there, that's in. All right. All right, we've got our parts cleaned. I found this other little spacer. So I took that out, I ran that through the sink here. So we'll put that back. Got our gasket. Let's see, orientation for this gasket is as such. So we'll drop this on in the correct orientation. Boop. Doesn't look very correct, but it's correct. Okay. And then, yeah. Oh no, wrong one. I take it back. I'm putting them on backwards. Wrong one. One sec. Take this off gently without ripping it. Okay, it's this one. This one first, then the other one. Carb. All right, the fuel pump's on, fuel is on, new fuel filter is in, and carburetor. Is the gas on or key on? Nope. Key would help. Choke. Here comes the fuel through the pump. Come on. Oh. Well, it runs now. Not very good.
I'm gonna let it warm up. That wheel's barely spinning.
As long as this one is. Not recommended. All right, well, it's alive again.
Sure is.
So that's good. Yeah, but it probably needs adjustment. Like I was hoping it would be. Maybe I just had too much choke still. I see we're leaking a little bit of fuel, so we'll tighten that guy up again a little bit. A little bit of leakage.
Is the clip on there?
Yeah. I could tighten it some more. So there's our fuel pump filters in. I like these clear filters. You can see the fuel spilling in. And then I believe there's just the 2 adjustments right there. All right, so I had to run Chris back home. So just running it a couple of blocks away and back, the sputtering and stuff is out of it. I think it was just really cold when we first fired it up, but ran it around in the neighborhood a little bit. I think I put 1 turn on the throttle position screw, done. So I think we're good there. So let's do these Roykaw cup holders with cell phone holder. Simple install. It does have these 2 different pieces here. But then once you drop this guy in, we should be good. I might have to make an adjustment on this seat. It's a little bit off center, but pretty simple. Drop this down, and then there's two bolts that'll go underneath there, and that's it. Let's see what happens here, though. Yeah, something is off, and I know we still want to use this bed. Well, we could see here that it's been hitting for a while here. Like it just grazes it right now. So how am I gonna... Oh, I see what it is. It's dented in here. So it's been hitting here. If I can get that to go back out, it'll bring the handle back out and it'll be even. So let's work on that for a second. Well, I was trying to take a break from beating on things, but here we are. Oh, cool. I think I just broke this Pittsburgh tool. Yep. Ooh. There we go. Nope. Well, I've got clearance now. Now, I'll tell you what I did. And I mean, if it works, it's not a dumb idea, right? So I went over to the hardware store, and by hardware store, I mean the hardware store. The hardware store. And I just found some longer bolts with a spacer. Space that out a little bit. Same thing up front here. And we'll probably spritz that over with a little bit of paint. I'll chip off the big stuff. We'll spritz that over. But, you know, I think that'll work. Pretty sure Chris will be fine with that because I know they want these cup holders. So let's finish getting these installed. Again, I like the finish. We might do a carbon fiber dash kit on this too, so we'll match it up with these guys. But he was pretty satisfied. Thought it, you know, colors were fine. But I like them a lot. So let's finish installing these puppies up. A little wrench, some long bolts, some washers, and a little Allen tool. All right. I like the look. I do wish that they were a little tighter. I think I mentioned that before. So, you know, truth be told, they look nice, but they're not the tightest. Okay, so the armrests were on. I was about to change this steering wheel. Roykaw also sent me a steering wheel. I'm going to be using this steering wheel for the rat cart. Going a little old school with a wooden feature for the steering wheel. Probably should just leave that old ratty wheel on it, but so this one has a little bit of wood on it. I mean, it's your standard, you know, little aftermarket, not too doesn't break the bank steering wheel. So I have this, and I asked for a chrome adapter just because I thought I'm going to have a couple of pieces of chrome on that cart, but so this will be coming up. But I'm a long way off from being ready to start putting nice brand new parts on that thing. So I think we're done for today. You know, Chris has something to do tonight, as do I. It is holiday season, so, you know, I can't tinker all Saturday night here. So I think we'll wrap this one up. I'm going to get this back over to him, and we'll revisit it again in the near future. I still have a fresh headlight kit for it. We're going to do LED lights on it. There was one other thing that he definitely wanted to get into it. So we'll see this one yet again. But thanks for watching here. At least she's running, so we're comfortable with that. Got another accessory installed. And yeah, that's all for now. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying our content. Again, much more to come on our winter project. And, you know, we'll see this one again from time to time. So, anywho, if we don't see you before, have a great holiday, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Oh, that's what I smell.